So Saturday afternoon, and we're assembled here. We're in the Richard Marsden studios. Yes. Bernard's over there in Adelaide. Mm-hmm. And look, we've been sitting on a powder keg, basically. We haven't known what to do with it, where to go with it, but in Triple M style, true Triple M style, yes, we confront this on air.
Right.
We don't do what other mobs do over on the AM band and hide.
Don't mention it.
Don't mention this on air. And don't mention it on air and go to the managers and say, for God's sake, don't let that ever be played. That's going to damage my brand and all the garbage, they snivelling crap they carry on with over at that sort of setup.
Talking about the weather.
On the M's, we confront things head on air.
Into the microphone, Jim.
Straight into the microphone. And when one of ours gets picked off, and this is the other thing I've always said, Purple, these other mobs always ever go at Triple M for being bullies and all the rest of it.
Yes.
We only ever bully ourselves.
That's right.
That's all we ever do.
Don't we, Four
Never
Eyes?
anyone else.
Yes, we do, Fat.
Sometimes I pick a few others off.
So this man came into our studios during the week. And I've known this man for a long time.
Yep.
And I got the feeling that he was unsettled.
Well, he had an agenda.
You can put it shitty if you like it.
And he had something.
He had something on his mind, on his liver.
Did he have reason to have this on his mind?
Anyway, so I sat down and I looked over at him and I thought, he's not his normal sort of happy self.
You can just feel it.
Yep. So we did the interview and it was all about, and this will start to become clear, it was all about Hawthorn's 100-year celebration on the weekend.
Spot on.
So we chatted away about that and all the legends that were going to be a part of that day, and this is a 4-time premiership player and his involvement at the club and all the rest of it.
He's starting to narrow it down.
Mm-hmm. Yep. So then we got to the end of this discussion with Jordan Lewis.
Here we go.
Oh, no.
And the mics stopped because it was we're happy to say it was a pre-recorded interview.
Interview over.
Interview over.
Yeah.
Done.
And I'm thinking maybe it's something I've done. He and I have always been tight. Maybe it's something I've done. Maybe Fats insulted him mid-interview. We didn't know what it was.
Chief insulted him one day at a lunch we were at some years ago. It could have been that.
And you just could tell that the Warrnambool was starting to come out of him.
Yes.
Anyway, the interview finishes, and thankfully, Rabsy left the mics on.
Oh, no.
Let's have a listen.
Oh, dear.
All right, mate. Great seeing you. Thanks for doing that.
Good stuff, lads.
Well done, Louie. Well done, mate. Yep.
Hey, just on that Bernie stuff, if you tell him uses my name again, I'm coming for him.
Jim.
Yes?
Jim.
Three boys.
Jim.
That's how it ended.
That's strong words.
He dropped the magic in
put
there,
his
by the way.
hand over the top of
did,
the microphone and said, tell Bernie, if he uses my name again, I'm coming after him.
Left the word out.
It was uncomfortable.
It was. And then just turned around and left.
Left.
There was no ha-ha.
No.
That's a bit of humour.
And we're waiting for him out there to go,
no, good boys.
Just took off.
He just walked off.
Oh, yeah. Not happy.
He can filth up. He can filth up.
He was not happy.
No, it's actually gone from sort of taking the piss and having a bit of a laugh to this is actually becoming a serious situation.
So give us the background to this, Bern. It's because you keep replaying a certain piece of audio, isn't it?
Well, if he doesn't want to be enough, speak clearly.
Well,
that would
this
be
is what Bern has put into Nuff now.
Oh,
for 2.5 straight years.
This is Jim. I'm not president, Geordie.
Maybe that's his technique, even when he is 50 metres out, but could have given it a bit more.
So,
what am I meant to do with that?
It's bled back to the great Jordan Lewis, the hard man from Warrnambool, that you've been just picking away at him for 2.5 years, and he wasn't happy.
No.
It's uncomfortable. That's a good word to use, Bill, because when I do see him now, it's you go to shake hands, it's just a punch straight to the arm. You've been doing that again. Take that shit off. I'm telling you, all that sort of crap.
So, Bern, are you going to change tack? And look, let me, before you get that answer, let me speak for Bill when I say, having seen his eyes narrow to the point where there were no pupils, I suggest strongly that you change tack.
Well, through his fashion glasses there, Jim, did you see his pupils?
Yes,
well,
I
don't know if he needs them. No, he's actually blind. He needs them. I don't know. He's got a bit of a... No, I'm going to leave him in.
Burn.
I'd mind that, Bert.
How regular does he come in on the rush hour? Is this a regular thing, or can we just park him for a little while?
We can have him back whenever we want.
No. Let's just park him for a while. I have got the list here, Jim.
Will you text him?
Halfway down the list, I've got a Warrnambool bogan.
Oh, will you ring or text
Reach
him?
out?
Yeah, reach out.
Probably just the text message, just to put the feelers, get a feel out there to see how it's going. Yeah. If nothing comes back my way or it's something I don't want to hear, maybe not the phone call. But
it was an explosive interview because we also asked him about Isaac Smith.
Explosive.
And we said, I said to him, we haven't got the audio of it, which disappoints me because I wish we did.
Yes. Yeah.
But what Isaac Smith said in one of the first times on air with Triple M, he said, Jordan Lewis thinks he's tough. Yeah. Luke Hodge actually is tough. And so we told him that too. And again, his eyes just narrowed. And he said, Isaac said that, did he? He said, angry. 200 plus games for us and the fence kept him in.
And when the hard ball was there, fumbled and wouldn't pick it up.
Oh, no. Hey, there's no better person on the lip than Jordan Lewis. I tell you, when I played against him, basically, I'll be honest, I hated him, really. And then I became teammates with him. We became quite close. But on the lip, I've never seen anyone so sharp, firing back. And if all things went pear-shaped, you know the four he used to get up and flash between his eyes? It's just the four flags. But I've never seen someone drop in and out of... Bill, you're pretty good at this now because you've got a different image. Drop in and out of, he's a Warrnambool bogan. We've got to remember that.
Just and be careful,
I'm going down that path again. But then when he's with certain people, the right people, he's got the Rolex on, he drives the Mercedes, and he's, all the
wine,
the expensive clothes, and then he can just drop straight back. He wants to be the tough Warrnambool bloke every now and then. So he needs to pick what path he's going down, to be honest.
We'll watch this with interest.
We'll watch this space.
So do you expect there to be a reference in Nuff today? Is that what you're saying?
I now think, look at him. He's looking down at his
crossing something
out ferociously.
Just putting a little bracket around it, have a little think. Nuff isn't for another 15, 20 minutes. I can have a little think. Actually, I might fire off a text and that might, whatever comes back might be my answer.
And you'll see those little dots that suggest he's reading it, and you'll be nervous there, won't you?
And no reply.
No reply is probably the worst thing.
That's the worst thing you can get.
When you see them read it.
Or anything, when you're in trouble and you know they've read it and then there's just nothing. You
nothing.
I'll
send another one in an hour, see if they got it.
Speaking from experience, Fat?
Well, yes. I tell you what, but things are going beautifully with the Dale, by the way. I don't know if you got going really nice. And finally, for last night, Jim, you're not going to believe this.
You finally got a present.
No, I did get a present.
Right.
What was a voucher?
We went down Collins Street, down one of those streets.
And?
Nice blue box.
You went into Tiffany's.
Nice. She hadn't got it yet.
No, she has got it. No, she has.
But
also cooked me, you get sick of going out for meals all the time? Bloody get sick.
You must.
Restaurants and that.
Curried sausages that you had
No, so she cooked me a home-cooked meal. It was bloody beautiful.
Yeah. First time since...
Beef Wellington.
Oh, bang! Old Fat. You've been sitting on that for 4 or 5 months.
The mash, the beans, the sauce.
Was it a different coloured bowl that you had?
I got a yellow plate, Jim, and she had the plain plate. And I honestly didn't know if I should eat it. But I had it. Bloody. Bit crook in it.
Yeah.
Crook,
Oh, my
Front
God.
and back.